Matt, a 2-0 away win right before Christmas. How happy are you with that one?
Yeah, that was it's a proper win, proper result. The conditions were horrendous. They were awful. I think the conditions just turn up for Saturdays, don't they? Saturdays afternoons, because it was awful out there. So, the supporters that came today, I wanted to be in the middle of in the stand there, just keeping warm, because it was absolutely Baltic. But fair play to them, travelling up and down the country for us. So I'm delighted to give them a win, a clean sheet. And that was, what we were desperate to do today. Come away with 3 points, because any time you come here, it's really tough. It's a really tough place to come. Hugely experienced manager. He's a top bloke and a top manager. And it's always going to be difficult when you come here. So for us, the result was everything. I thought conditions were atrocious. But we did what we needed to do, and it could have been, obviously a lot more convincing than 2-0. Delighted with the win.
To come away from home as well and to keep a clean sheet, I know we've mentioned it before, but that must be a really pleasing aspect for you, again, to do it so consistently at the moment.
Yeah, but it's so difficult in these conditions as well, because it changes the perspective of the game completely. Balls that are going one way, they go the other way. We can't get out of our own half at times in the first half. But we found a way, and the first half then tees up the second half. Obviously the sending off, I think he got away with a couple of bookings from shots that he's taken when the whistle's gone and stuff, and I don't feel like there'd be any complaints with that. But then of course we had to do a job, and we had to be really professional from that point onwards. And I said to the lads at half time, it's really difficult to come up with too much kind of tactical stuff, because the conditions were so bad. But we did what we needed to do. We were aggressive in our press. We moved the ball into wide areas. Second half especially, I felt we delivered a lot of balls into their penalty area. And on another day, it could have been a lot more. But most importantly, we win the game.
Get a moment of quality in the first half. It's a really fine strike from Lowy, isn't it?
It's a cracking goal. Fantastic goal from Lowy. He does what he does. He's a very talented boy, and we're really pleased to see him at the back of the net. And it just settled everything down. That goal did. I've just said there, that's up there on a par with some of the goals I scored. You're laughing at Tom. It's a fantastic finish, and I see him hugging his dad in the crowd there. So I'm delighted he got to see that today.
And then to cap it off, Albert Adoma gets the goal, comes in today for the suspended Jamil Matt, and I thought he was fantastic again up front.
We know he's got them legs, that energy, that drive. He works so hard for the team, and then on a day like today, when that little bit of quality and feel might be needed, he's got that in abundance, hasn't he? So, it was a proper team performance. I was buzzing at the end there to make that save from Tommy as well, to keep the clean sheet. Because that's tough in the first half, and the ball's just rolling back to you, and really tough conditions for any goalkeeper, as their keeper found in the second half. So buzzing that he made that save at the end there, from what I think was the only save of the game from our end of things. So really pleased with that. We're really pleased with the performance, really pleased with the win.
On a final note for me, you've already sort of mentioned there, we didn't get a final figure for the away end, but it was over 500 sold prior to the game. You spoke on Thursday to us about giving them a Christmas present. You've certainly done that, and they were brilliant against that.
Yeah, they're amazing. I'm glad you bring that back up, because they were absolutely amazing, and we're just thankful for them all travelling up and down the country in this weather, in these conditions, and and then we obviously now we wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and we look forward to seeing as many as possible on in the next home game in what promised to be another very good game.